Every once in a while, I get the opportunity to talk to somebody who is calling me before they actually get their puppy. This is one of my favorite things because it means they're thinking ahead, right? So they're already looking down the road at training options for the puppy and they want to make sure they do everything right. The other thing is sometimes they haven't bought the puppy or committed yet to the breeder that they're getting the puppy from. This gives me a chance to help them field the breeder, because a lot of times people do their own research, but sometimes they don't know the more detailed stuff that someone geeky like me would know. So one of the tips that I wanted to bring to you today, if you are looking or getting a dog soon and looking for a breeder, is health testing. So almost every breeder will say that they do some kind of health testing. That's fine and it sounds great. But you want to know, are they just talking about DNA health testing, meaning that they have submitted a DNA sample of their adult dogs and come back with any genetic screenings that are associated with that particular test? Or are they actually doing health testing through a registry like OFA or PEN-HIP? So what that would mean is that they have taken their dog, either the mom or dad dog, or ideally both, to the vet. They've had screenings done on their hips, which means actual x-rays done, elbows, eyes, patellas, heart. Some breeders actually go as far as doing echocardiograms on their dogs' hearts, especially in breeds like Cavalier King Charles, where it's a huge problem. And those are things that you want to look for. So when the breeder tells you we do health testing, you need to go a little bit deeper, because a lot of times what I'm seeing lately is all they've done is done a DNA test. That's not really that big of a deal. I mean, it's nice to know there's no genetic diseases in the bloodline there, but that doesn't tell you about this individual dog and whether or not they have hip dysplasia. So I'm going to show you in this tip how to actually check the OFA database for the breeder you're looking at and the dogs that they are claiming they're breeding. First, you want to go to ofa.org, and this is the website here. Then go to the drop-down and select Browse by Breed. Type in your breed or simply select it from the checklist. This is how you're going to find out what health testing they suggest for that particular breed of dog. Here we're looking at Golden Retriever, so we're going to scroll down and you'll see here that they start listing which types of screening they recommend. So hip dysplasia, elbow dysplasia, these are the diseases that are very common in that breed. So that's what they're suggesting that anybody breeding check for before choosing a breeding dog. Now to look for a specific kennel, you'll go up here to the search bar and type in the dog's name or the kennel name and then hit search. And if they're in there, if the breeder's registered, they should come up and you'll be able to actually look at their individual dogs, the health testing results, and their pedigree if they have that information listed. Just to clarify, a reputable breeder should be health testing for the various tests that OFA breed breakdown suggests. So again, if Golden Retrievers are supposed to have their hips, elbows, eyes, all checked out, you want to compare that to what the breeder is actually testing for. Additionally, for doodles, okay, because mixed breeds are obviously very, very popular. Just because you are going for a mixed breed like a golden doodle doesn't mean that they shouldn't be health testing, because they may try to say, oh, it's hybrid vigor. That's a really popular buzzword. We're putting the two breeds together, so the best traits from both. No. There is absolutely no science to that. Just because these two dogs are coming together doesn't mean the genes are going to magically only pick the good genes, right? So what it does mean is that this mixed breed dog is now subject more likely to the health diseases within either breed it's mixed with. So for example, if you are going for a golden doodle, I would look up the Golden Retriever required test and I would look up the Poodle required tests. And then I would ask the breeder if they are doing those tests on each breeding dog that, are the parents of the puppy you're looking at. So don't be fooled, right? There's no reason, especially if somebody, the higher end dogs, like you can easily spend $3,500 to $5,000 on a doodle, right? To me, you want to make sure that they're health testing because they can just as easily get hip dysplasia or any of the other big problems that the regular breeds do. So good luck on your search and feel free to post in the comments with any questions.